this episode of Fan and Van.
We moved down the East Coast through the Mid-Atlantic.
We loved hanging with our friends Jeff and Alexa in Baltimore.
And wow, is Washington D.C. an incredible city?
Don't forget to like this video, comment below, and most importantly,
hit that subscribe button.
Also, follow us on Instagram at Fan and Van.
So we're in Baltimore. We are with our amazing friends, Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
What's up?
Alexa, say hi.
Hi.
That's Emily. You guys know her.
Hello.
We made the channel. Jeff has promised the channel that he's an incredible singer.
Oh.
He was featured prominently on America's Got Talent. And
I don't invite liars into our house anymore.
whoa, and we almost got in a car accident. But he has promised to bless us with his singing talents at some point today. So if he doesn't, we'll give him lots of shit on this video.
Okay, that seems fair. That's
Right?
fair.
That's
you
fair.
can give me shit. I give you permission.
Okay, cool.
We're
We're gonna film more at the second brewery. We didn't really film shit at the first brewery.
So some people, they're not used to being on camera, and when you turn the camera on, they have like a different personality when the camera turns on.
Are we talking about someone in
And
particular?
Jeff does that.
It could have been worse.
That was a great time.
No,
Okay?
no blood.
Everyone had great time. There was no love lost. I mean, I did win Farkle, so I am the undisputable Farkle champ strategically. Like, if you were just like playing some dominoes or chilling with
What would
babies,
you wanna hear?
what would you want to just hear some random dude who's decently looking, like want to sing at a brewery? Like, what would you just want?
Wouldn't.
What
You
would
probably wouldn't. You'd be like, can that guy just mind his business and go home? He whips out jazz hands. Have you noticed that? When he's talking in the car, he threw those out really fast at the camera. You'll have to play back. Like
He's
any
performance
insert
ready.
Clip right here of jazz hands.
Jazz hands, Jeff.
Yes.
Sparkled up.
to be the champ until I am not.
Was that
Which one happened?
was that an almost jazz hand that we saw?
No, that's spirit fingers, right? Jazz hands, spirit fingers.
You're really not helping anything right now.
This is Jazz Hands Spirit Fingers 101.
We need time to plan our karaoke trip anyway.
You're taking a trip now?
Give us like a little preview.
Preview.
Sing the song you sang to me on our first date.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know half the words. He
He's
sang
like-
it to me and he got like every other word right.
He's like, let me see that thong.
They say it's a man's world, well that cannot be denied. But what good's a man's world without a woman by his side?
That's your preview. Stay tuned. Tune back in. 3+ hours, all right?
He was so uncomfortable. He sang that to me in a hotel in St. Louis.
And you're like, okay, marry me now.
No, I wasn't. I was like, how do I get out of this
I'll find my way
situation?
home.
I'm 7 hours from
What
home.
time is the next bus?
He's not bad.
Not at all.
Get strong next to you. If I have, hey, I know I'm gonna be there to you.
I didn't know those words well.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more.
This guy is literally singing karaoke to Wild Wild West. Like, you have the choice of any song in the world. Wild Wild West.
Are you ready? Jay, we're going to dedicate this to you. On behalf of the fan and band. See, down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens. There's still a log cabin in a virgin wood, where lives a country woman in shiny good, who never ever learned to read or write so well. And he can play the guitar just like he's ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. trees envy me. I got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl, my girl.
We're in Annapolis, Maryland, which is the capital of Maryland.
It's bustling.
Very much bustling. It feels very old. There's so many cool old buildings.
This is the only state house we've been so far that there's specific no pet sign, which I'm not so into.
Kind of weak.
Kind of weak. There's all these people taking like pictures for their holiday cards. We've seen 2 already.
I feel like this town probably looked the same 100 years ago.
Maybe less cars.
Maybe less cars. But besides that, like a lot of the original buildings are still here. It feels like we're in like colonial America. So we made it to Washington D.C, the capital of all capitals. It's our 19th capital. We've been to D.C. before, but this is kind of a new time in D.C. I feel like we're more intellectual now than we were when we came last year.
Amazing.
Now that's the coolest capital.
right.
So we're on the National Mall. So incredibly cool here. It's dog friendly too, which I am stoked on because there's so much to see, and a lot of it is like monuments and things that you just kind of walk by and look at, and we can bring the pups.
Yay! Belle has a bad knee, so she's limping. So we'll carry her back to the van. In my little... I wish I had a baby Bjorn. For a puppy Bjorn.
She actually looks pretty happy to be there.
So it worked out perfectly. On this road, it's free camping. Or free camping. Well, free camping for us. Free parking on Sundays, so we just paid until 10 p.m. when the meter was active, and then slept here. Not sure if that's loud, but a couple other vans are doing it, and we're right on the mall. It's amazing. So when I walked up to it, I was like, it's kind of weird. We just like slept in there last night.
Go home, guys.
Oh, you thirsty, huh, buddy? Oh.
just got done with the National Portrait Gallery.
Huge win.
Huge win. Really cool. I find sometimes at art museums, if the paintings are landscapes or they're of abstract things, my attention span wanes. But here, they're all portraits and they're all of people. So all the descriptions, you learn about someone. It's a cooler experience, I think.
Yeah. And it was cool how, like, when you go through time, each portrait you, like, start remembering more and more, like, throughout history, to when you get to the most recent stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I think reflective of the trip we're on, we had a few times where we saw a painting of some place or some historical event that we had toured on the trip. So it kind of brings everything together. And I mean, the highlight of the portrait gallery is the president section. They have it's in order of every president. They have a portrait of every president.
Really cool.
Really cool.
Promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Bird Bible, one of 3 in all of existence.
At the Library of Congress, they have a section on all books that Thomas Jefferson owned that he sold to the Library of Congress. Apparently, when the Capitol burnt down after the War of 1812, all their books got destroyed. So Jefferson offered to sell his collection of books to them, and they have them. They're all organized as Jefferson organized them. Super interesting.
Unclear how this happened, but we're on a Lime scooter right now. Wow! Jeez. Trying not to fall or drop my phone. This is the wall because we're literally the highest you could be in this whole stadium. This is the back of the stadium.
So these seats were only $18. Not bad. Not bad.
And now, Capital One presents tonight's starting lineup for your Washington Capitals.
We were at Mount Vernon, George Washington's Mount Vernon specifically. We were kind of lazy this morning, so I just I'm gonna put the nearest pants on, put my nearest shoes on. I think these are the ugliest combination in the history of the world.
Wow. It's like huge ground. Mount Vernon.
They give you this audio tour thing, and you kind of like you point it like a remote at various like little boxes that are through here, and then you listen to the tour. It's all free. It's really cool.
Right now they are repairing the plaster over the plywood that covers the like marble, beautiful tombs that they have for George and Martha Washington. So they're doing some construction right now. But it is interesting to see inside, but usually it's not like this. We just walked to the slave memorial, and basically throughout the like 100 years that slaves and enslaved people lived here, they were just kind of buried in this area and not very well marked. So it wasn't until like the mid 1900s, more like later 1900s, like 1980, that people started to view this as a very important historical site. So they like made actual monuments and memorial there with like an inscription and stuff like that, because it was kind of just like left there and no one really knew about it.
Yeah, and there were like over 300 slaves that lived here and that really ran the place and kept it up, cooked the food, grew all the vegetables, you know, served all the guests. And I mean, they were saying in the mansion tour that in Washington's final year, 600 people stayed overnight in 1 year here.
Final year of his, or the year after he ended the presidency.
Yeah, and he like made a joke apparently that his house was more similar to a tavern than a house. But, you know, with 600 people staying the night, that means that's a lot of work for the enslaved people.
Yeah,
you know, they didn't get paid.
The guests would bring their enslaved people as well. I like that they made a point to call them enslaved instead of slaves, because it's kind of like the person first idea that they were people who were enslaved.
Yeah, it wasn't their choice.
Yeah, they're not like identifying as slaves. They were enslaved as like a verb rather than a noun, which I like.
Totally.
Next time on Fan and Van.
Virginia is for lovers. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button.
Adios.
Yeah.
I used to be very vocal about my burping and farting and
You're the second smelliest Whistler.
And you're not.
Wow, thanks. Have
Oh,
you
she's
smelled
for
me,
sure the
Jeff?
first.
Have you smelled me this good?
Wait, let's just
Like,
go ahead and share.
I would be
Once upon a time.
I would be super surprised if she
I
wasn't.
have
number
not
one.
been very smelly lately. Kevin has been way smellier than I have.
I believe that.
I did have.
We've been
bad-
eating, like,
I did
random
have,
shit.
I did have bad farts last night.
Kev, stop
gosh.
recording.
This is good content.